Welcome back to Rock Forever. We got a special guest. He is the bass player, writer, musical force in Black Label Society, Cycle of Pain, Pride and Glory, and a few more projects we'll talk about. Please welcome John J.D. Deservio. We love it. We love it. Man, we always see you out here at the NAMM show, always out there, been pounding that bass. Man, at what age did you start playing instruments?
Well, to be honest with you, I started actually playing the bass when I was 11, man. I faked it when I was 10. We had the talent show in 5th grade. We dressed up like Kiss and sang Detroit Rock City. But by 6th grade, we were actually playing like Ozone off an Ace Frehley solo record.
Awesome.
11 years old, and I'm like 54 now, so I should be so much better than I am. I'm really horrible.
You got no excuses. Like that, yeah, man. You got to get to work. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man.
So, I know before Black Label Society, you had played in the project Pride and Glory with Zakk Wylde and our friend Brian Tichy. And I know you guys also played with Vinnie Moore, so I don't know if that was before or after Pride and Glory, but talk about those projects.
Yeah, Vinnie was before Pride and Glory. Me and Brian actually met in Berkeley when we were both going to Berkeley College of Music in Boston.
Okay.
So we go way back, you know, and in 91 or 91, we got to play for Vinnie Moore. He plays with UFO now for like the last, 12, 15 years. Anyway, he's a solo artist, you know, instrumental guy, you know, virtuoso guitar player. And, we got to open up for Rush on the Roll the Bones tour, which was so dope. That was just amazing. That was like 91, you know, and to actually hang with the guys, you know, and Rush and talk to them, and I played Geddy's bass. I got to play with Neil Peart for like a minute, you know what I mean? It was pretty amazing.
Wow. Well, we've seen the documentaries, and I've met the guys. It's amazing. You know, they take the music so seriously, but they got such a sense of humor. You know, Geddy and Alex are always cracking up.
Alex is the funniest dude on the planet. He's one of the funniest guys on the planet. Nobody even realizes or knows his humor, man. He's funny as hell, man.
Absolutely. We love seeing a story of him impersonating Ace, you know, when they Rush used to open for Kiss.
That's awesome.
Amazing. So now, Vinnie Moore with Rush. What was the highlight of that tour? Just being on the same stage as those guys, just learning from them?
Like I just said, you know, actually getting to jam with Neil Peart for like a minute. We played like a samba beat. You know, it's like a Latin beat. We jammed on it, and I played Geddy's bass, you know, while I was playing with Neil. So that was pretty dope. Playing Madison Square Garden was amazing for me because I live in Jersey, and I'm a huge Rangers fan, and Knicks, and the Garden is just, that's the place. So getting to play 2 nights at the Garden was totally amazing. And it just so happened that Zakk was in town at the time, and he got to come down and watch me play at the Garden, which was it was amazing for both of us. It was awesome. So there was a lot of highlights from that one, for sure.
Well, I know you and Tishy probably saw a lot of shows growing up at Madison Square Garden, so to actually be on the other side of the stage must have been a thrill.
It was amazing. I gotta say, that was pretty cool. The world's most famous arena. Yeah, it was awesome.
That's amazing. So now, tell us how Pride and Glory came about. You know, Zakk saw you up there on the stage. How did that come about?
You know, Zack's like first solo, you know, band really out of Ozzy. You know, he went the Southern rock route, which he's awesome at. He loves it. You know, with Love the Allman, Skinner, all that stuff. You know, and it was in that line. And originally James LaMenza was playing bass. He played bass on the record. And then I guess, I don't know what happened there. Something happened. And then I came in and finished up, you know, the tour. So that was, you know, in 94. So that was pretty awesome. And we got to, you know, to open up for Aerosmith on the Get a Grip tour back then. So that was pretty sick, you know, getting to see them every night. And with Steven and the boys, that was just amazing.
Yeah, that's huge, man. Definitely some childhood idols, man, up front.
Totally, it's crazy.
That's amazing.
You get to, you know, these are, you know, we're all fans. You know what I mean? We're still fans, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and to do shit and to do stuff like that, you know, it's special, man. It's amazing.
and it makes you realize, early on that these are just regular guys, man. They just put in the work. They wrote great songs, and they're elevated to a certain level.
Yeah, they were all really sweet people, and just hard workers. That's it, man. Got to put in the work.
Well, what is it about you, man, following James Lomenzo, man? All of a sudden, Black Label Society needs you to step up from the Farm League to the big time and fill in James' shoes again, man. What's the deal?
Well, hold on a minute now, because I was there in the beginning, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I was an OG member of Black Label.
Tell us.
And then, so I was there in 98, 99 when the band started, and then I left in 2000 till 2005. So I was there for the first tour, all that stuff. First year, I was in Black Label. But then I left for like 5 years, and then I got back in 05. And at that time, Lomenzo was playing bass. But before Lomenzo, it was Barry Gibbs, SOB, Steve Gibb. He played, and then Mike Inez played, and then Robert Trujillo played, and then Lomenzo played. And then I came back and closed the door.
Wow.
Right? I opened the door, and then I closed the door.
It's like all these musicians are like, one step away from everybody else's bands, man. They're like interchangeable.
Yeah, and everybody's, like I said, sick musicians and, all families. So it's awesome.
Yeah. Well, we know Zach definitely got a sense of humor. Talk about the greatest, joy in playing with Zach in BLS.
Oh, man. Well, like I said, we grew up together, before, he was in Ozzy. So we're friends, before all that, just based on, musicianship and, loving Randy Rhoads and Aldo Meola and stuff, and, the New York Giants, football and, sports and stuff like that. But it's just amazing to me to see how far it's come, how far he's come. It's amazing. Every night it's just a blessing to play, wherever you are, no matter what. I mean, it is a blessing anyway, but, it's real fun. We have so much fun, which makes it cool, because there's people in bands that are like, it's brutal, man. I'm like, I would never be in a position like that, ever. I'm so lucky that it's my family that I'm with, and if it wasn't, I don't even know what I would do. I would just have to do my own thing, I guess, and hopefully that would work, but, because that's really important. You're on the road with these people. You live with them, it's just like, so much happens out there, and a lot of people's egos and things just take over. I don't know what it is, but with us, it's totally amazing. Such a blast. It's so fun. We look forward to hanging with each other, and jamming, so it's all good.
Yeah, I mean, being on stage might be 10% of the day. That other 90%, man, you got to get along.
We're waiters. We're professional waiters.
Yeah, no, we've all seen the bands. We've seen the bands that got separate dressing rooms. They meet on stage and they walk separate directions off the stage.
Exactly, that's a job. You know what I mean? Then it just becomes a total job, which I get, But yeah, I'm very lucky, man. Black Label, we're fans, so it's dope.
Well, that's amazing, and I know you've always had your side project, Cycle of Pain. Tell us about that. What can you do in that project you can't do otherwise? How does it keep you charged?
Well, you know what? Like Black Label, that's Zach's baby. He's the writer. I mean, I'll co-produce and mix the records with him. Which is so awesome. We have so much fun doing that. But it's Zach's music. It's his vision, which is awesome. His lyrics is everything. So it's great. And then Cycle of Pain, is me, my writing, my lyrics, my visions, or with my other buddies that were in the band with me, that we grew up together when we were 15. We were in a band together, me, Joe, and Greg from Cycle of Pain. That album came out like 2009, a long, long time ago. And then, things happen with the label, money, and then that's it. And then things dissolve, which is a shame because it's a kick-ass band, but I don't know. We still did some shows, but, pre-COVID, we still did a few shows here and there. But I've been writing my own music lately, and singing myself and just doing some stuff, and maybe in a year people will hear it,
Yeah, well, I know you're a well-rounded, creative person, so to have that outlet to be able to write songs and, vocalize, do what you do, man, that's important.
Exactly. It really is. It's awesome. Everybody, should be able to, express themselves, creatively. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But with Black Label, it's so much fun because I'm like, I write my own bass parts, you know what I mean, and help arrange and stuff, and just to see where it comes from, it's really great. Zach is amazing. I mean, he could write 5 songs in a day. I mean, he's ridiculous.
Sure. Now, I know you guys had, many tours together. Can you tell us some of the bands you were out with or some of the highlights?
Man, there's been so many great ones. Oh God, the last one was fun. We played with this band called Obituary. They were awesome. And this is great because I get to meet these people. I never met them. I heard of them and heard their music forever. They're really cool people. Like Seven Dust, Hatebreed, Corrosion of Conformity, Down. There's been so many good people. Good times with a lot of cool people, man.
Well, I know you look forward.
Obviously, open up for and open up for Black Sabbath.
Sure.
That's all pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. Playing up there with Geezer Butler and all that must have been a treat.
Oh man, it's such a thrill, man. Because Geezer, obviously, I'm a mega fan of Geezer. And when Zach, when he first came on the first tour, it was actually Geezer playing bass. So I got to meet him back then, man. I got to meet Geezer and play Geezer bass, like whatever that was, 90 or 89. 89, I was still going to college, yeah.
Okay.
89. So, so Geezer, he's obviously, he's our Pope, you know what I mean?
Right.
Old Pope for bass.
Yeah, writing all those Sabbath lyrics, man. You know he had the touch.
Oh my God, I know. People don't even realize, that he wrote this,
Yeah.
Besides his playing, he's a machine, and he still is. He plays it. He attacks it like a stand-up bass kind of to me, And he's just a machine, man. He's ridiculous.
Well, that's incredible. And I know coming up to the NAMM show, when that opens back up, I know it's always a thrill to see a bunch of your old friends and hang out.
Totally.
How many years you been coming to NAMM?
Oh my God, I was there like 12 years in a row. You know what I mean? Till the last few, because scheduling things, we were either on tour or we actually might have even played NAMM. You know what I mean? But I didn't get to enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I usually do, because I usually, years ago I would play for like the Samson parties. I'd play with like Luther Vandross's band, and like Stevie Wonder's band. Nate Watts is a good friend of mine, MD for Stevie Wonder. I miss them guys, man. I really do. I miss NAMM for that reason, especially because I get to play with those cats, and they're just beautiful people, man. And they are the legends, man. So it's pretty dope.
That's incredible. Well, I know we're going to be talking to you for the Van Halen special, so everybody look forward to that. But in the meantime, JD, where can anybody follow you on your socials?
Oh, right on. My Twitter, I don't know what happened on my Twitter. Something's been going crazy with it. I was BLS Bass at Twitter, but I haven't been able to access Twitter forever. I'm John JD Deservio on Instagram.
Okay.
And then John JD Deservio, I have a fan page on Facebook.
All right. Well,
but yeah, definitely check out the Instagram and the Facebook. The Twitter, I gotta resolve this issue. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, man. You like Trump, man. Maybe they kicked you off of Twitter.
They did, man. You know what I mean? Preaching too much metal.
Yeah, man, causing that insurrection.
Too much jazz in the metal community. That's what
there we go. All right, JD, we'll be checking back with you, man. Looking forward to following up.
All right, man. Nice talking to you, brother.